Welcome to the pressure cooker. I'm the host, Kevin Kev, and this is the co-host, Miss Caprice. What's happening, fam? What's happening? Good to be here in the pressure cooker.
Welcome.
Welcome. Let's get this thing kicked off. Ain't no use in playing around.
And brought her whole family to her married lover's funeral, then cops had to step in. Now her mom is out here yelling at cops like raising a homewrecker is a flex.
You gotta tell her she was under arrest.
These people pulled up to the service looking like tailgaters at a football game. Just nasty. Meanwhile, the actual wife is inside handling this entire circus with zero screaming and because apparently the side piece threatened to bury the widow right next to the dead husband. You accepted being a secret while he was alive, so play your exact position in death. This guy left complete chaos for his wife to deal with even after he clocked out.
She can't have his.
Unless you're coming to pay the funeral bill, you need to turn around and leave. Confronting a grieving widow at the burial service is just some next level trashy, desperate behavior, and her entire family showed up just to support her visiting somebody else's dead cheating husband. They are all out in the parking lot trying to argue with cops like they matter.
Jesus, sorry.
Side chick means you stay on the side, so why are you standing in the street? The mom in the striped shirt should be deeply ashamed of herself for promoting this mess. How embarrassing to be arrested at a funeral you were not even invited to at all.
Yeah, you're fine. No, I need her to.
She was sitting real calm when they took her because she knew she was dead wrong. I am not that type of person, she says, while terrorizing a widow at a funeral.
Even made contact with her. She wouldn't even let me in the building.
Yes, honey, you are exactly the type of person who sleeps with married men for fun. Imagine being 29 years old and still lacking the basic common sense to stay away. This dude was running a game on both of them,
she needs
but
to
she is
be.
still holding on. What kind of mother actually decides to join her daughter in this disgusting behavior out here? If she did not have the sense to stay away, her mom definitely should have stopped it. Bottom line is, she had zero authority, zero say, and deserves zero respect for this garbage. Now they are taking her jewelry while she sits there, looking foolish in the cop car. Let the actual wife bury her husband, and you can go say goodbye at the cemetery alone.
Man.
First, before you even say anything about the video, let's talk about this reporter. He did his job like he put a stank on this.
Man.
Lord have mercy. He act like he took that personal.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
crazy, man. That's crazy. You can go ahead.
Yeah, but that's just the consequences of not being a wife. We know there's some downsides to being a woman on the outside. And I wouldn't have never showed up, or if I was gonna show up, you stayed the secret. You should have came in silence. I don't know why they would create a scene, or the woman knew about her all the time because she said she wouldn't let her in. So that meant that the woman knew about her all the time. So she wasn't a secret.
Yeah.
She wasn't a secret. Since she was a secret, she could have went there and sit down
Yeah.
like any other guest, her and her family. So she wasn't a secret.
No.
She didn't play her position when he was alive. So why would you expect her to play her position while the man was dead? Because clearly the wife knew who she was.
Yeah.
That's why the police was called.
Yeah, sometimes these people, these women be getting in the, and I ain't gonna say women, men too, but they be getting into relationships, man, or they getting into these positions and they feel like they owe something. They feel like,
Well, she put her time in.
I want to feel important. I
Mhm.
want to feel important, and I know you the wife or whatever, but I'm still important. He gone, and what about me? What get to happen to me?
But she wanted to say her goodbye.
Yeah. So,
But those women think they're that important because the man make them that important.
that's true.
He was putting in too much time with her. Like her whole family felt entitled to see this man off. That means he was putting a lot of effort into that for
Man, he
the
did-
family to know.
That boy living a double life, man.
Yeah, that's what he was doing. The
That
family,
boy living a double
the
life,
family
man.
felt like, hey, this is my daughter.
Dude, how you gonna be over there taking care of two families? Not financially, not just financial, just your time.
Yeah, I mean, some men got it
Man,
like that. They can split themselves in half.
that's a lot, man. That's a lot, boy. That is a lot,
But in
man.
the meantime, the poor wife, she's already grieving. She already had to suffer in life, and now she grieving. Hopefully, he had a decent insurance policy, so she'll be okay and can move on.
I hope so. That's crazy, man.
Let off this man. That's our man, baby. Whether she want to accept it or not, the fact that he is saying he belongs to the both of us, I don't give a damn about what she talking about. Not in the slightest. At the end of the day, baby, how you gonna tell me that's a lovable ass nigga right there? The streets love him, she love him, I love him. Alexa, play what is that song? I Love You by Faith Evans. Because baby, I'm not letting off. I don't care until we are in a solid poly. I will do what I got to make that happen. I don't understand why women, they act like you. I don't know if it's being a girl's girl or what this is, but I won't put her happiness before mine. Why would I put the happiness of someone else before myself? That don't even sound fun. That sounds like the worst thing. I'd rather eat a box of thumbtacks than put another woman's happiness before mine. That don't even sound right. And so, with that being said, y'all keep saying, oh, she's busy with the married man. I don't believe in adultery. Oh, she's messing. Why are you in my business? You don't have to be here. That's the crazy part. None of y'all actually have to be on my page. So again, it is 7 million V1 over this nigga, and I will not get the fuck. I won't let go. I won't stop. So again, you can hate me all fucking day, or just mind your business. Those are only two options.
Man, she seemed pretty determined. I can
Yeah,
tell you that
she's saying
much.
tell a wife get in line with this pilot thing. It's gonna be this way. She don't care if they talk about her on her page. She don't care what nobody says. She not leaving the man alone. I mean, clearly this man has given her the position. I mean, that's what I'm talking about. This woman
Mm.
feels so strong that she can go and talk about this, about her relationship in this with this man, and say it doesn't matter who else he messed with. She is not leaving him alone because he provides for her and the wife, and she ain't letting go.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. That's crazy. I mean, I mean, I knew women that's basically lived their whole life
Being
being a
the
side chick,
woman.
leaving. I
Yes.
mean, they literally
Mhm.
lived their whole life being a side woman, and they just couldn't shake it. They just
Mhm.
couldn't shake the guy. Um,
Well,
man, I
love is a
seen.
dangerous thing. Like they say, it's an addiction. You know.
Yeah,
So I mean, she's determined that she's gonna be the last woman standing.
yeah.
Hopefully, she don't end up like the other woman we just saw. But
I'm
she can't
just,
say goodbye.
yeah, man. I'm just trying to think of. I'm just trying to think what would. I mean, what do you see for yourself in the future? I mean, do you even see yourself, or do you have hopes? Maybe he might decide
To leave her
to
for you?
leave her. I mean, is
Absolutely not. Sometimes think about this though. See, a lot of times we don't look at what it's like to be the side chick for a lot of women.
mm,
I don't have to cook for him. I don't have to clean for him. I don't have to do all the things that the wife have to do. I don't have to listen to him grouch. I don't have to wash his clothes. I get the pleasure of him. When he comes to me,
mm,
he's ready to make love. He's ready to touch on me. He's ready to hold me. He's ready to do the fun things. Let's go out to eat. Let's whatever it is. And still in the same role, if you got the right kind, he's going to financially give you what you need. So if he's taking care of you and he's providing you with the things you need, and all you have to do is put up with the best of him, the sleeping with him and the fun and coloring and going out to dinners and taking trips with him, why would you want to do all the rest of the stuff? Why
yeah.
would you sign
I
up for that?
mean,
That's just like a man messing with a married woman. He don't have to pay no bills. He ain't got to do anything except sleep with her. That's his sole job, to show her a good time.
but you still only getting piece of the person. I mean, you're only getting part of it. I mean, that's fun for a
You
while,
don't want
but
the other piece.
I guess so. I
Like, why would you want to have to do the duties of a wife when I'm getting all the pleasure of the man? I'm getting all the goodies. He's financially
well,
helping me. I get to have fun with him. I ain't got to put up with his stinky feet. I ain't got to be putting up with his children. None of that. I ain't got to do nothing except
So
sleep with him
so
and have fun.
so you so according to you, a side piece is the best way to be.
No, I'm not saying that's the best way to be. I'm saying that we don't think about, like, most of the time, the woman who's the wife thinks of all the glory that comes with the
Mm-hmm.
wife. I'm saying there's also a lot of work that comes with
Mm-hmm.
being a wife. Whereas this other woman don't have to put up. If he has a bad day and he comes home from work in a bad mood, the wife has to deal with that. The side girl don't get to see that. She
So
don't get to deal with none of that. The children screaming and hollering. She ain't got to deal with nothing. She cooks something he don't like what she cooked for him. She ain't got to deal with that. She don't have. Maybe now and then he might ask her to cook a meal.
yeah, I mean, I get it. I get it.
Now, is that right? No, but when you just get down to the nitty gritty and talk about the duties,
Mm-hmm.
who winning? Now, when we start talking about legally and the rights, of course the wife wins. She has all the rights. She has all the say so. When you talk about the legal aspects of it, yes, the wife has all the say so. The wife makes all the decisions, but you only get to do those things when a man is down. At that time, the side chick might not want him anyway.
So in other words, you're making a case that the side chick is in the best position.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying.
I mean, I'm fine. I'm
I'm
fine. I'm
just
I'm picking
I'm
I'm
just
picking up
giving you
what
the
you putting
pros and
down.
cons of being both.
So which one is the best?
It depends on what you want. For
Okay.
me
Um,
personally, I would prefer to be the wife
and why is that?
because spiritually, my
Mm-hmm.
spirituality, that is the way it should be. I want the prestige of being a wife. I want the last name. I want the honor. I
Mm-hmm.
want those things. Those things that are morally mean more to me.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the person on the side, that may not mean anything to her. I mean, it just depends on how you see yourself and how you want to be viewed.
You know what? This is where it gets kind of crazy at.
Hmm.
It's when the married person gets another side piece, and the other side piece is upset because it feels like the married person is actually cheating on them.
Wait, you
If you know
lost
what
me
I
on that.
mean.
So when a side piece get a boyfriend or
No, no, no.
something.
Just say we'll use a husband, right?
Hmm.
Husband has side piece, but he also started talking to another woman on the side.
Hmm.
And the side piece feels like the husband is then cheating on her.
Well, one of the greatest songs ever made said that. I mean, it's okay that you sleep with me, but you can't be cheating on me with another.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
that's wild, man.
the side chick don't want to be cheated on now.
Hmm.
Well, it depends on how many funds he have. If it's money long, I mean, if she ain't missing nothing, I mean, I guess she said, well, that's just one more person. Then I can split my duties
Yeah.
in half.
Yeah, man. I don't know. I don't know. I guess that's the route. If that's what you want for yourself, that's the life you want. And hey, a lot of people go into that type of
To
lifestyle.
me,
I mean,
that
hell,
seems like a
everything
lot
go.
of work for the
I
man.
mean, everything goes out these days.
I mean, it seems like a lot of work for a man because you got
I'm starting.
two women you got to please.
It's more and more people, especially guys, talking about they are better off single. I just want to live a single life. Single. The women are saying they want to be single, single, single. And so
But
I
mean,
don't know, man.
when
It's
people
it's
say they
just
want to live a single life, that don't mean that they're free of intimacy. That means they can sleep with whoever they want and nobody can tell them nothing. I can go out with whoever I want and nobody can tell me nothing. I can go on a trip with whoever I want and you can't tell me nothing. I can post that person or whatever I want and you can't say anything. That's what that means. It doesn't
mm,
mean that they're restraining from the opposite sex when
yeah.
they say, I just want to be single. That's a big horse of a big different color. If you say I want to be single, but I'm not going to
The
mess
reason
around
why I
with
said
anybody
that,
or have other
the
interactions.
reason why that thought came to my mind is because, I just said that people anything goes nowadays. You know, people don't care about being a side piece, being single, being whatever. It's just anything goes in relationships now.
But people care about feeling good and
Yeah.
being at peace. They want relationships that make sense to them, that when they're there they find comfort. When a man is in a peaceful environment and he finds comfort in that environment, that's what supersedes. So if I'm
Mhm.
respected in that environment, I'm appreciated in that environment, I have comfort in that environment, it's peaceful in that environment, and I'm getting intimacy on top of that. So man, that's everything. Now, it doesn't matter which address he find it in if he don't mind messing around. If he out there messing around, it doesn't matter which address he found, because if he found it in the address that he lived in with his wife, he wouldn't have a reason to probably be going out there. Now, I'm not saying that some have that at home and they still go out, but I'm saying most of the time men say they venture out because they can't get the things they need at home.
Yeah.
So
Or
if home is a little rough, it's not peaceful, it's not nurturing, he don't feel respected, he don't feel appreciated, nothing goes well from him, he's there, they got most men to take an overtime shift.
what happens when he is getting everything at home and he
And
still ventures
and
out?
well, that's just a selfish, what, he's selfish. I mean, and he hasn't learned discipline. He doesn't value anyone but himself. That's it.
Yeah.
Cheating is a selfish act. It is about the person, but some people try to hide behind it by saying she didn't do or he didn't do these things. So this is why I did these
Hmm.
things. But it's a lack of discipline on both people,
Yeah.
self-control and discipline.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Together for 3 years now.
Let's see what else.
3 years. 3 whole years.
That's a good thing, man. That's progress.
Wait a minute. Just wait. If something was supposed to happen to you, I don't have no say so. No say so.
Yes, you do, babe. How you don't feel like you having it? Yes, you got all the say
If
so,
your
babe.
dad wanted to pull the plug on you.
But ain't nobody pulling the plug on me, babe.
I know that. They don't know that.
They're not going.
We're not married, so I won't have no say so over that. None whatsoever. It's people out here getting married in 2 weeks, 3 months. We in here playing house. Just playing house. Just run around playing house. You can't, that. This is just something we need to discuss.
Babe, you already know what we're doing, babe.
I mean, when? When you barely can walk?
No, babe, you know, where you going at?
Yeah. I don't really never hear men talking like that. I don't really hear too many men saying that type of stuff. Like,
Why would men ask for that? Men don't ask.
it-
What man gonna ask to be married?
oh, you'd be surprised.
Women,
But I mean, but
it's something
not
that women
asking,
dream up.
not asking to be married. Yeah, them fools be asking to be married. But the way she said it, well, what if something happened to you? I don't have no say. Man, I don't never hear no guys saying
Because
stuff
men don't
like
care
that,
about
man.
having to say so during times like that.
I don't never hear no
It
cats
don't
saying
it don't matter who has to say so during those times, because it's like men are in those situations, men really just want to get it over with and be done with it. They don't like grief and debt and those kind of things. Men just want to get it over with. And so it's whatever the kids want, whatever her parents want if they're living, whatever the siblings want. Unless some people are asking something outrageous, all the man worrying about is how much this gonna cost me.
Yeah,
Yeah. So
yeah. I
he's
mean,
his grieving process is different than women. Women look at everything. They look at stability. They look at, I've invested into you X amount of years, and now somebody, that happens to a lot of women that who
mhm.
have been with men many, many years and they never get married. And then the man passes, and then the family come in and tell a woman she got to move out of a house that she been living in for 17 years or 20 years because she was not the wife. So by law, the house belongs to the kids, the next in line.
Yeah. I mean,
And so
that's
if he didn't leave a will or
mhm.
leave something to state that the house go to her, and then they can contest that.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of things. So that's why some women feel like I have no rights if I'm not your wife.
Mhm. Yeah. And what come to mind? I was thinking about when homegirl was talking, and we talking about um the rights the woman have, being that she's not married or
Mhm.
whatever. Um, and you told me, and you was like, well, that's mostly women. No, it's a lot of dudes that, because I was listening to this dude today,
Mhm.
and he was talking about his wife, women that don't appreciate their husbands.
Mhm.
And I was thinking, or don't value their husbands.
Mhm.
And I was thinking, I'm like, probably if a woman don't value you, then she probably didn't want to get married to you in the first place.
Not necessarily. And maybe he feels like she don't value him. I think in relationships, we all can tend to get laxed in support of each other, or showing each other that we care and we mean something to each other, or what you do is meaningful. I wouldn't want to do this thing without you, called life. I think we get um settle in our ways, and we get routine, and we forget now the same things that man needed when he was single. He still needs to feel that way, like he's handsome, he looks good when he put on something, or he's appreciated when he gets your gas in your car or fix something. We tend to forget those things, just as men forget, hey, I'm the only man that should be bringing her flowers. So if I ain't never bringing her flowers, she never get them. How does that make my woman feel?
Mhm.
I'm the only one that should be taking her to dinner. So if I'm not taking her out at all, or taking her dancing, or taking her on a special night on a town or vacation, my woman don't get that. And these are things that she needs.
Mhm.
And I think we tend to neglect each other in relationships sometimes, and we lose the value of having that significant person, and we get into a routine. We get comfortable, and we forget, the same way you got them is the same way you keep them. So you just got to do those things.
Yeah, but it's always this, you know, you get bored with the routine
Hmm.
just to get out of that relationship, to go get in another relationship, to get right back in a routine.
Correct.
That's how it normally is.
But I think sometimes um people move to different relationship in search of the relationship that will provide those values that they need or that they're looking for, because you can only do so much. It's like with her, she steady saying, hey, I want to be a wife, I want to be a wife, I want to do this, I want to do that, and he's not hearing her. He's like, baby, things good, don't mess it up. Why is that necessary? But you're not hearing that the woman that you say you care for and you're in love with saying, I want this, I need this. So it becomes a matter, do you want to give her what she needs to feel comfortable, or all you care about is what she provides you with, the comforts that you have? Because in his mind, long as we know what I'm doing, it's good. But here's the part of that, we
Mhm.
telling you it ain't good. I'm not good here. I'm not happy. And that's the things that we tend to overlook and forget. When a partner comes and say,
Mhm.
I'm not getting what I need in this relationship, the other person feels like, well, I'm doing as much as I can. What more do you want from me? Rather than listening and saying, what can I do better?
Listen. Some people gonna always want more.
Well, I'm
So,
talking about stuff within reasons,
yeah, they
like,
always
come
going
on.
with more. And then sometimes when you getting a lot, you tend to take it for granted and think that, this is something that I should be getting. Cause I hear mm, a lot of women always be like, well, I deserve this, I deserve that, I deserve this.
And maybe they
Not
do.
really.
How you
Not
can't
really.
say that?
Not really.
How can you say
Listen,
that?
not really.
How
Cause
can you say that? Who are you to determine what someone else deserves?
I can't determine what you deserve,
Correct.
but you don't deserve everything in the world. Sometimes you
Why
you
not?
just don't deserve it
Why not?
because you don't.
No, you don't get to say that. You may feel you don't deserve it, but you can't determine what another person think their worth is. I feel like because I'm this individual that I deserve these things. Now, what you have to
I
determine
know you
is
in
whether
now.
she is worthy of you giving her those
Now I
things, or
know.
him.
Now I know you. You probably either been with a guy or you seen a guy and you looked at him and said, "That sapsucker ain't worth a damn, right?
Why
He
would
ain't
I
worth a
say that?
damn." Oh, I done seen women that I say, "Oh, she ain't worth a damn."
But you don't know that.
Yeah, yeah, I know.
Because you know there's an
Yeah,
old saying, one man's trash could be another man's treasure. She may not
no.
be that worth for to you, but
Yeah,
to the right man, she could be.
yeah,
Like you always talk about, it depends on his masculinity, it depends on how he approaches, it depends on his energy. So you might couldn't get her to do those things, but another man might can.
yeah.
Just like women will do
And
things for
and
one
and
man that
and,
she won't do for
and guess
another, just
what?
like a man will
Guess
too,
what?
vice
Guess
versa.
what? I can damn near tell you what his destiny is.
You can't say
I can tell you
nothing.
where his destiny
You
is
can't
bound to
determine that.
be. Yeah,
You cannot determine that because that man may have something that you don't possess.
yeah,
Nope. And she
yeah.
may be willing to do it for you. There are some women that a man can chase, and another man can come along and he's the apple of her eye.
I
It
know.
depends on the
Yeah,
man.
we can say that.
It's the truth.
We can say that.
You know it's
But
the truth.
you and been around women, and I've been around women and men that you can look at them and say, "Man, you don't even deserve a good person.
No,
You a
that's not
liar.
true.
You don't really have any morals and values that you stand on."
Mm-hmm.
You can basically say that, I would hate to see a good person get with you because you're not worth. Hey, come on now.
But you don't know
Come
if
on
that
now.
person that gets
Come
with
on
them
now.
could change them. So you're saying that
You
people
can't.
can't change.
Yeah, they can change. Getting with a person ain't gonna change you.
You don't
You
know
are
that.
who you are.
A person can change you.
Who?
Sometimes
Who?
another person showing you something different can bring about a change in who you are
Man,
as a
you gotta make
person.
a change
Because
on your own.
if a woman feel, but you also have to have a
Why
space and a
would you
place
want?
that you can make that change.
Anyway, why would you want somebody to come into your life? I guess, man. I guess if you just shit, you. I
Wait
don't
a
know.
minute. Wait, let's go here. If a man, if a woman or a man, if the person that comes into your life is deceptive, can that person destroy your life? If they're not a good person and they come into your life and you thought they were a good person, can they destroy your life?
Yeah, anybody can destroy
Okay,
your life
so
if you
if
get.
it works both ways. If somebody comes into your life, they can change your life for the better as well. So just because I wasn't good for John, Mike, Paul, and Peter, I'm good for Bob. Bob and I worked.
you
Bob was
you
able to
you
bring
you
something out
you
of me that those men couldn't.
now you can enhance what he doing, but change.
Yes.
Why would you want some? I mean, even if a woman did come into your life and change, so quote unquote change your life,
She could change it for the better.
well, you can become dependent on her.
Well, I mean, maybe you might be and
So
you may
so
not. But you still can, if the person in your life doesn't bring quality and bring about a change in you,
man,
even if it's to make you better, then why would you have somebody in your life that makes you worse?
First of all,
that brings nothing.
First of all, it's it has no meaning or no foundation if you don't change your own self. Now, can that person um enhance you or help you in a certain way? Maybe. But you got to look your own self in the mirror and make a change on your own. When you depending on somebody else to change, soon as they leave, guess what's gonna happen?
We didn't say anything about dependency, and they could leave.
Guess what's gonna happen? Your ass gonna go right back to doing how you was.
Because a person can teach you something, and then that person can leave your life. And if what they taught you was good, you keep those habits up. You keep, if the woman was neat and clean and kept the house clean, you was a slob before she got with you. But because you got into a routine of doing what she taught you to do and the things that you liked it and you enjoyed it and you seen how it made the house work smooth, you keep those healthy habits up. So she brought a change in you. Whether she's there or not, she brought about a change in you. No, that's just like a woman that a man takes that never got her hair fixed, never got her nails fixed, never did any of those things, didn't really keep herself up appropriately. And he took her and he showed her how to do those things. And then she went on to desire and do those things. He just changed her for the better.
Just because somebody show you something new don't mean they change you.
Yes, that's a change. You wasn't doing that before.
They don't.
Okay.
Man,
All right.
okay. No, hell no. You don't change just because somebody show
If
you
you were a
something new.
slob,
Anybody can show you something new. That
if
don't
you
mean
were a
they change
slob
you.
and somebody teach you how to be clean and neat and you
That
carried on
means you
after they're gone, they
that
taught you how to be clean and neat. That was a
exactly.
change.
But they didn't change you.
Yes, they changed your
Man,
sloppy
nah.
ways.
Nah, they ain't change you.
Okay.
I mean, what? Okay, but
Oh, let's do it this way. They enhanced.
you might could say that.
No, they remove your
Because
filthy ways.
because listen,
Get
when
away
I think
from
of
here.
when I think
They
of
changed you.
when I think of a person changing somebody, I'm thinking more of a 360-degree loop, meaning you
Like what? Give me a
like
description of what. Give me something that's a change to you.
taking care of your responsibilities, being being a man of your word, morals, values, a foundation. Like a woman can't come into your life and lay a foundation for you, man, and it stick. Anybody can do something and show you something that's temporary, but at the end of the day, you're gonna have to look your own self in the mirror and you're gonna have to make a change for yourself.
So
You're
if
gonna have to tell yourself that this is the person that I want to be. Now, can a woman come in there and say and say, well, you need to do this, you need to do this, you need to do, and you start doing that? Yeah, you can do that, but that shit ain't finna last long though. It ain't gonna last long. You're gonna go right back to the same old
It may
habit
last
that you
the rest
was.
of your life if she
It ain't gonna
comes in and
last the
she
rest of
have
your life.
boundaries and standards and you want to be with that woman, it could change you. Just as if that woman wants to be with that man, she will change for that man because he's the man that she wants to do it for.
Listen, rarely do people change on their own. It normally takes a life altering event to change a person, or you look yourself in the mirror. And I'm glad you said that. Good. You know how many women have come into men's life that was on drugs and try to change them and ended up ruining their lives?
I just said that. But you know how many women who have went into men's lives and they were on drugs and not on drugs no more. They're married to them and they're good wives and good whatever. So no,
good luck with that.
You cannot say that.
Change it, man. You had your wife didn't change. You had at some point look yourself in the mirror and said, this is what I'm gonna do.
Because they had something that gave them a
reason.
That person, they thought enough, they wanted that person, they loved them enough to change.
Okay, so then when the woman leave, you go right back on drugs.
Just like God changes us.
So if you're doing it, if you're doing it for the woman, when she leave your ass, you're gonna go right back on drugs. Because that's your reason. If you don't do it for yourself, then when that woman leave you, you're going right back on drugs.
Not necessarily. Yeah, that don't mean that's where you're going.
Yeah, you going soon as she snatched the rug out from under, you going right back to doing exactly what you was doing.
Not necessarily.
I hate to tell you, man. Let me see.
You're talking about codependency, not change.
That is.
How does it look though?
It doesn't matter. He asked me to braid his hair. When he called,
did he braid it up? Does he hair braid to you?
No, he asked me
to
do it.
So he just gonna come and actually do his hair and just in the bathroom?
Before and he just came in and asked if I could do his hair.
No, but you didn't hear when I walked in the room?
Brother,
you didn't hear when I walked in the room? So why you was in the room? Why you was in there, bro? That doesn't look good. I'm just joking. I ain't jacking that shit. I ain't jacking that shit, bro. Lady, I'm not playing with you. I'm not joking at all. Like, why you was in the bathroom?
Divorce?
Bro, I want to know why he was in the bathroom.
You want answers that you can't.
Why was in the bathroom though?
I was braiding his hair.
But is there not don't braid? It's gonna
not braiding it. He asked me if I could.
Comb now, brother.
Bro, what the bro? Jam.
Brother, you know something. I'm go on my you.
Jam, you man son dog. You man son. I don't want to talk. I don't want to touch no. I don't want to talk dog. You man son dog. In that bathroom with my wife, dog. Or does that look? Me come in my room. You hear me coming there, me say no. She told me she's gonna she's taking a shower.
But me I tell you, say me need that don't you know me now, God.
But look, look. I can't put your eyes on.
Look how we but me I tell you, say out of that bathroom.
Why would you call back to me taking a shower? Think about it.
I denied. It wasn't like that, Shane.
So why is the bathroom even locked?
I don't even care. Like I don't care.
You don't care?
Jane, just tell him to just tell him whatever. I don't care.
You don't care?
No, I don't. I'm fed up. I'm fed up in this relationship.
You fed up? You're gonna get a divorce then, mama?
I am.
Why?
I am.
Okay. I'm not gonna say to you. Yo, I ain't gonna say to none of y'all. Listen, bro. I'm telling you, from today, yo, it's fine.
I don't care.
Let me tell you something.
No.
Let me talk to you though. Let me tell you something. Bro, after today, bro, I'm done. I'm done. All y'all. That's what I'm saying though. That's what I'm saying though. Bro, it doesn't matter what it is. You feel some type of way, you should tell me. Don't you communicate? You feel some type of way? I'm done, bro. I'm fucking done, bro. I think I'm fucking joking this shit. Shit's crazy, bro.
Wow. So in those cases, what would you do? That's your brother, that's your wife. What you doing?
I wouldn't even have no brother like that. My mom wouldn't even never had no boy that would do nothing like that.
Like I say, some people can make people do things.
Man.
That heavy influence. He was willing to walk out the door with her, his brother wife.
That shit happen a lot though. It happen more than you would think it do.
She influenced him.
It happens a lot, man. Dudes be, man. Some dudes, you know, I say it like this. Siblings can have a lot of envy towards one another.
In some cases, yes.
Siblings
I
can
agree.
have a lot of envy, you know, and that envy can be there for a long time, and you may not even notice it. But the mother, generally, she can spot it. Mama can spot it.
So in those cases, what do? That's something that you have to nip in the bud real young. You have to try to form closer relationships when you start to notice that there are signs that there could be some envy and jealous of each other. It may be something you're doing as a parent, you know, where you're giving one more than the other or whatever, but you have to teach them that the most important thing is loving each other and supporting each other and protecting each other.
I mean, my approach is to try to encourage each one of them differently, or because each child is different. You have to find out, you know, what that child interests are, how he feels about himself, the confidence level, you know, how he see the world, and you try to kind of motivate him, support him, and that way, because you might have. We're just using two sisters. You might have one sister that people think that look better than the other one, you know, and that can draw a lot of envy right there. So as a mother, as a parent, you have to know how to motivate the other one, you know, and you have to find a way. You know, it all depends because personalities are different.
But that still creates a separation. You have to then take the two sisters, maybe dress them alike and make them feel like they're equally beautiful. They have to learn to form a relationship with each other that will withstand that. Even if the mother is not present, that relationship still will stand, because a parent can only go so far with that. And when you do those separations,
that
pulls them further apart.
I wouldn't use that approach.
Yeah, that pulls them further apart.
Because let me show you, it's not going to be just because she may be more, people may think she's beautiful than you. That doesn't mean that you're not good in other areas. So
that's like saying that's a
listen. No. Because the world gonna tell you the truth. Don't give a damn what your mama say or whoever say. The world is gonna tell you the truth. That's just how it is. Is it cruel? Yes, it's cruel.
But beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
But listen, when they go out to the clubs or wherever they're going, and all the boys are approaching her and not you, it's gonna tell the truth. It just is.
But how you know that's gonna happen?
I'm just saying if it do.
Okay.
If you got a sister and all the people think she's prettier than you, that's just how it is. That's how the world operates.
But if that sister pulls her along and that sister makes her feel closer to her, it doesn't matter what people say, because I'm taking care of my sister.
Okay, fine. But the world is still gonna tell you this. It's
don't
gonna
matter
tell
what the
you.
world says. My sister's staying with me. But if my sister is self-absorbed and she's, oh yeah, I am the pretty one, and she's eating it up, then my sister has made me feel some type of way. What hurts more?
A child is not stupid. People are not dumb.
Okay.
And that's almost like that's, if your mama sitting there saying, oh son, you're beautiful, it's almost like you might, the child gonna get offended after a while. Because it's like, mama, you're not really telling me. I want to better myself, but I need to hear the truth. I mean, you're not gonna tell your child that she's ugly, but you're gonna say, you find out where her sweet spot is. That's just like, you know, if you got a basketball player and and one is better than the other one. He's just a better scorer than the other one. It doesn't mean he's gonna lose. He's just better. It'd be stupid of me to say, man, you could do what he. No, you can't do what he do. You can't. But doesn't mean that he gonna succeed better than you or he's better than you. You just have to find where you fit in this world. Because some people are naturally more beautiful than other people, and most of us are just average people. But if you're sitting up there lying to your child and being like, "Oh, well, no, 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 no,
I
no,
never
no,
said
no,
lie
no,
to
no,
your
no,
child. I said
no."
you bring closeness to the two children. If the other brother is better at basketball than one, he gets out there and he works with his brother. Let me show you something. Let me show you some moves. Let me show, and you look at the strengths in the other brother is there. But if I only work with the son that I feel is the best because I know he gonna make
What
it,
if?
then you pull it.
No,
Or if
no.
I only work with the son that's less, the son who's good gonna say you never poured into me.
No, now here's your example because he might don't have the God given talent that he do, but just say if he makes it to pro, the one that's more talent, he makes it to pro. The other one becomes a very successful sports attorney. Now he starred in his role because now the one that played that starred in his role as an athlete, he might have not even passed law school. He didn't have the talent to do it. You gotta get that kid to where they understand how they fit. Okay, God gave her God-given beauty. So what? I'm not jealous of her, but I'm gonna be the best at what God gave me, who I am. But to sit there and pretend like, okay, she is this, you're on her level in that aspect. No, you're not. But that doesn't mean she's a
No one
better.
said that. I said specifically, put the siblings together. Let them build a bond with each other and grow with each other. It's no different than the Sanders kids. Look at them. They grow with each other because there's a bond. Not all of them can play football. Not all of them are doing it. They've tried their hand at it. Some excel, some didn't. But their bond, he brought them up with a bond to cover each other. So when you go at one, the others always come. That's what I'm talking about. You build a siblings bond within your home. It doesn't matter what the talent is. All of us are great. Just like the Jacksons. All of us could sing, but Michael was the better singer. But you
Well,
all
you
got to
may
build a bond and love each other. You can't not let the kids
uh
build their bond.
what you mean you can't let them build a bond?
You can't start giving a kid that has the most talent or the best things going the attention, or you go to the other one and say, because they are lacked of, I'm a pour more over here. You bring
I
them
never
together
said do
and let
that.
them both operate together. Teach them to love each other. Teach them to help each other with the weakness or the strength. And then they learn to be a team. They have to learn to be a team together. Let them do that.
I mean, I ain't never, I didn't never say take that approach or giving one
You say
more
I
than.
wouldn't take that approach. And that's what I said in the beginning. I said, allow the
No, you
kids to
talking
formulate
about
a bond.
you was talk. I mean, from what I gather, you was saying, well, you need to make her. She's just as beautiful as you.
I didn't say
Uh,
that. I said put
well,
them
maybe I
together.
misunderstood what you said,
You did.
but
Because I said put the two together and let the
I think you
kids
made my point
teach the
though.
kids to have a bond with each
Yeah.
other.
Well, hey,
He's always
somebody. I mean, I guess for me, I prided myself in finding my area of expertise, and I guess
what is it?
it's just being
We
who I
want to
am,
know.
just being who I am. Everybody,
Inquiring minds want to know.
and on a serious note, but that's how people get caught up, man. You get so, and it's not siblings, it's just with friends and people you're around. You just want to be that, like, this is what I want to be, and this person is a little bit better than me, or this person, God give them this, and I can't be that. So, I'm a hate on them, or I'm a, you know, I instead of just finding where you are, if God gave you the special tools, you just don't know it.
Well, that's what the brother
You
was
just
using.
don't
He was
know it.
using his special tools, and maybe the other brother doesn't have them.
Yeah, man, that's crazy though, bro.
You know,
That's crazy.
he was using
Now,
his tools.
No man, maybe them cats was half brothers, half sisters, something like that. I don't know.
No, it doesn't
Yes,
matter
half
whether you
sister.
have or not have. Some people
That's some
are,
crazy shit.
deceitful, and some people just believe in the old, the old saying, keep it all in the family.
I guess you're right.
Yeah.
Well, folks, that's a wrap. That is a wrap. And I appreciate you. We appreciate you for tuning in. Until next time.
See y'all.
Kevin and Caprice. Let's talk relationship.